everyone, and welcome to the 8th and final round of the KCG Part 2 Masters, brought to you by the tracc.eu staff and the KCG staff. Here with you in the commentary booth is me, Sebastiano Rossi, which raced in the last few races, but podcasting took priority. And with me in the commentary booth, there is my good friend Mentrix. Hello, Mentrix!
Inala.
Oh yeah, this is going to be an interesting race today, especially because, but first and foremost, there is me and him that are going to commentate first everyone. And
Yes.
second of all, it is Super Touring. Super Touring is always fun. So I'm 1000% expecting the one of the races for the ages.
We're gonna commentate as curse, and they are gonna like it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, someone had to say it.
Yeah. Also, I would like to say hello to Ipirex. That Fan Rebello. Oh, he will. He absolutely will. He kinda has to defend from P2 championship, as right now he has. They have the standings. The standings being team. Because I forgot to set up the standings on another page.
Nice.
Yeah, we have the. Get that. That is some scuff. You don't believe with this scuff. Scuff is fun. Anyway.
Scuff will always find you.
There they are. There's Sven Mackenberg, which has already mathematically won the championship, as P1 could get at maximum 50 points. Ricardo Rebello is following in P2 126. Arvin Mackenberg and Cordian Bluesky are right behind with 213 and 202. And there's me in P5. And to be fair, I'm surprised that by only taking part in 4 races, I'm P5. That is actually crazy. And then the rest of the grid with Colin Barker, which will probably get 5 at the end of the day. Ishiri Katoshvili and Meran Sara right behind, which will be a nasty turn in the side. Anyways, back to racing. We are still in the last few minutes of free practice, as we can see our drivers getting to know the track, as it is actually a bit of a new track. It's Nogaro Circuit Polar Maniac in France. And not really that much. I think last time it was used was before the Hypercar update, when it was in a pack of some sort. I remember which it was. I think it was. After that, it wasn't never really being used a lot. Well, Mackenberg 135, I think. Upward that used. Oh yeah, yes, absolutely. Or maybe there was a mistake. As Sven Mackenberg pushed the car temporarily in for free practice, as expected by our champion. Also, Matrix, do you have any expectations for today? As I'm sure you have 2 it's to root for.
I mean, I hope the Opus plays well. The Opus play. I mean, come on.
For the time
As
being,
someone who fucking blazes Opus to hell and back, I sure hope that they finish good.
For the time being, there is an open in P1.
Yes.
But yeah, also, I think that is the first race where there is no Alfa Romeo in the championship.
I mean,
I mean, every other race had an Alfa Romeo racing in the championship, not this one.
Oh well.
Oh well, indeed. But yeah, people are maniac. Have you actually raced here, man? Have you ever done anything?
I don't know actually. I don't think I did, but
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is a very unused track. Very underrated in my opinion. It's fun, but I think that the track is mostly made. Well, it's made for at most cars like GT4, TCR. I cannot really see it being suited for like GT3. It is a little bit too small. Oh, Sven Mackenberg.
Oh.
That's the fastest lap time for the time being. 1:32.3.
Oi. That was something.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, without BRP, I was able to make low 32s, high 31s.
Oi.
Yeah, one thing I can tell you is that the BRP isn't even I think actually one of the easiest on ballast comes to entire championship. Nonetheless, since this very technical track, I am not surprised that we're seeing those lap times. So even a small ballast will slow you down quite a lot. Yeah, the top 3 right here is 700 of a second. You will blink and you will miss time difference, guys. That is crazy. Yeah, also, to set an expectation for our audience, I think that the BMWs are not going to have a great time here because they're a very technical track, and unless you're very good in BMW, you're not going to have a fun time.
Yep.
Car can be really snappy, and snappy cars aren't fun. And Mackenberg apparently validating the up in last sector. Yeah, that is probably going to be him without a valid lap. As Katoshvi here. Don't BMW on the grid, seemingly having troubles getting a lap time. Have you ever driven the BMW?
I don't think I have, to be honest. Like I have only driven the Opel in this class, so I don't know.
As expected.
I don't know how the other cars feel.
I mean, have you at least driven the Volvo with the inline 5? I mean, it has a very glorious sound.
Not in RaceRoom.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That is fair. Is that your
I've
set of
only
mode?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, those mods are actually very good. I agree.
Oh well, I feel like it might have been a different Volvo.
The S40, yes. The S40, which is now being driven by Sam Morris today, which is... I'm also very surprised that we have yet to see a lap time from Gary Slater, which has showed us that they could make a 132 in, well, at least without BOP. However, the Audi actually has the heaviest ballast of all the... Yes, it is 35 kilograms of ballast, so that is the second heaviest, right behind the S40, which has 37.
Oh.
Yeah, Audi and S40 are not going to have a fun time. I had it. They're not going to have a fun time, especially because they are the fastest cars without BOP. I had to balance them somehow as... Wait, who said the lap time? I think that was Barker. Colin Barker put the Opel in for practice. So that's a very good shot from our RaceRoom sim racing driver as practice as not a club. Well, as expected, we have the top 3 of Mackenberger and Velo being really fast, and then the rest of the grid. I don't mean this in a shameful way, but they're also fighting out for the positions, as now qualifying is about to start. With Marvin Mackenberg on the Opel Vectra being the first one to attack the track, French track here in Nogaro. Now Sven Mackenberg has also started in the box, the glorious box with the glorious inline 5. Do you think this is a glorious box in it?
Yes.
It is not a brick. That would also be a Volvo, but not this brick. Yeah, I mean,
It's not. It's not Lego types of bricks. So.
Yeah. But to be fair, the turbo brick that is the Volvo to A monster. that is actually. Yeah. We are not using that today, as Marvin Mackenberg, I think, has that time for sector 134.1. We now also have Ricardo Rebello, which at 34.0. Oh, that is nice. Sven Mackenberg did his at the sector 1 time, 34.0 as well. Oh, these guys are flying. Hold on. Let them cook. Let them cook. This is great, actually. We are going to see later other lap times at the end of the session with... Oh, that's an invalid lap time. That's an invalid lap time for Marvin Mackenberg, which throws it in the bin, but there are still 8 minutes left of qualifying.
Yeah. There is still some time. Get a good lap.
Yeah, and apparently
Just do it.
Ricardo Rebello, the Portuguese in the French car on French soil, is going to beat the 1 to set the first lap time with a 1:32.569. That's not really fast. I think he lost some time here and there. Since Sven Mackenberg with a 1:32.5 as well. They had faster lap times in free practice. Hold on, I think they're holding their rules. Colin Barker, the other Opel, that's a
Come on, get a good lap. Come on.
Yeah,
get a good lap.
Colin Barker, we know, very strong in the center group. With Gary Slater, our second British person, betting a 1:35. Yeah, also Marvin Mackenberg, he validated his first lap time. Oh, that's a purple in the first sector. That is a purple in the first sector. Marvin Mackenberg is cool. Let him cook.
Yes, let him cook.
Yeah, also Timo Reiter as the other Audi E4, while Sam Morris has put the only S40 on in temporarily P6 with 1:36.80. Let's go back to Marvin Mackenberg. German on the Opel.
Come on! Get a lap! Come on! Come
Look
on!
at that middle sector. That is 3/10 up his younger brother Sven. Now all he has to do is not fuck up this last sector, and it looks like that's what he's doing.
Come on!
He's going
Come
to
on! Get a good lap! Come on!
Oh, that's a 1:32.109. That is great. Sven Mackenberg might actually close the lap time easy. Oh, he's going to improve, I think. He gets P1 back.
Oh, come on!
That is 1:31.9 from Marvin Mackenberg. Wow, also Colin Barker snatching P5 from Timo Reiter with a 1:34.4. That is not bad at all. And Jiri Kratoshvili, the lonely BMW on the grid, exceeding my expectations, setting a 1:33.0. That's actually a pretty good lap time for Jiri here. The only driver that has yet to set a lap time, that is Makihara. The only VTuber racing today, and also the only one on the Honda. So it will be interesting to see what he's going to be able to do here. I think that is also time racing here in Nogaro. So we wish all the best to our Malaysian driver.
Yes.
Okay, now the auto director sends us to Colin Barker 1 second up his PB in the first sector. This driver has a lot to improve on. And we shall see what he's going to be able to do. As now, this first sector here... Oh, that's wide! That is wide. That is an apex being missed, and that is going to cost British driver a lot of time. That is not yellow. Oh yeah, that's lap invalidated.
Oh, man.
That was a lap invalidated for Colin Barker, which is a shame. He was so much faster. Maybe, like Timo Reiter now is, again, 9/10 up, his personal best. He's absolutely going to cook with one, and I would expect him potentially match Colin Barker's, or potentially even put P4. What do you think, Matrix?
I mean, he might be able to.
Yeah, let's see what he does here for the sector. Oh, that's pretty quali lap time. And he's also way up. 2 seconds. Oh, I don't think that Gary Slater, Timo Reiter, Gary Slater is the other Audi. I don't think that Timo Reiter is going to be able to do much right here, right now, but he has the next lap to look forward to. Now, let's see where the auto director, Rika Toshville, don't BMW on the grid, which has shown to be able to punch way above his weight. He's improving 3/10 up his personal best. I think that's in my lap time. I think he went off right there. That corner, that is really nasty. I found in practice that you go off there quite a lot of times. So, that is nasty. Also, Sven Mackerberg improving again. 1/10 up his personal best. He's going to finish his lap. That's not an improvement. Sadly, not an improvement. I think it's better than invalid. Bluesky has also finished his first lap time with a 1:35.876. So all the drivers in today's race have been able to set a lap time. It's a shame there is only 9 of them, but it is the end of the championship. Maybe people are tired. Colin Barker improving on the Opel. Is he going to be able to get P4? Doesn't look like it.
Sad.
Not close. 8 bit, but not going to improve. Sam Morris has been dethroned by Bluesky and put 9. He has to improve. And we see that the sector times, he might be actually able to go all the way up to P5. Just as to complete a in lap time, he's going to be able to finish it here. Was there going to be, has he lost time in the last sector? Oh, that might be the case. He gets ahead of Bluesky, losing a lot of time in the last sector. That is not ideal for Sam Morris. Colin Barker, the second Opel on the grid, 8/10 up on his PB. He needs to do this well. This sector is going to be the nastiest one, very easy to invalidate your lap time here, but he doesn't do it. Keeps it between the lines, still keeps it between the lines.
That is very good.
Oh, nice, nice. Still
get a good lap, man. Get a good lap. Come on, get a good lap.
Up PB. Oh, that might be actually great. We see him cut a little bit there, approaching this last S. He has to complete this well. He needs to not make a mistake. Maybe a little bit slow in, but he still kept it inside track limits.
Come on!
Was this going to be a 1? Oh, 133.817. That is not enough. That to Jirka Toshville. 8/10 behind. Let's see Gary later. Maybe our British man might be able to. Gary Slater with a invalid lap. That was also quite a high lap time. Yeah, not an improvement here also. I think that's when Mackerberg finally has improved faster with a 130.906. I think it was a very tiny improvement. Riccardo Rebello, very surprised by not a real performance, if you will. I would expect a little bit more from our here. Especially as during free practice, he was able to set way better lap times. I think he's hiding a little bit, but yeah, he doesn't have time finish qualifying as the timer is going to run to 0 very soon. Timo Reiter is going to finish his quali run. Oh, that is P6 for Timo Reiter. Very nice. Now we have Bluesky, which has 70 seconds to finish the lap time. Also, I did not see what Sven Mackerberg, 131.7. Jesus. And my boy is flying. Bluesky.
He is Svenning, I tell you.
Yes, he's Svenning. Will Bluesky be able to improve his lap time? Doesn't look like it. And that is the end of qualifying. As Sven Mackerberg in P1 with a 1.7. Marvin Mackerberg in P2 132. Riccardo Rebello surprisingly 132.5. Then Jirka Toshville, Colin Barker, Timo Reiter, Gary Slater, Sam Morris, and Bluesky rounding up the grid. What do you think, Matrix?
Wow. That was... Yeah.
That was okay.
That was some good. That was some good laps. I tell you.
What are your expectations for this match? What do you think, however?
I hope the Opals are gonna place well.
I mean, we have Marvin Mackenberg being fastest to well on Nigel, and Colin Barker being very competitive here in the middle group. However, I would expect Sven Mackenberg to continue his dominant performance. I mean, he absolutely won this championship, he obliterated everyone. Ricardo Rebello, however, we know the Portuguese driver is really good from standing starts, despite being in a front-wheel drive car. Jiri Katoshvili has the advantage of rear-wheel drive, so he might be able to snatch a few positions here and there by using his rear-wheel drive advantage. Timo Reiter and also Gary Slater, which has not
I mean,
shown on
at
camera.
the end of the day, in standing starts, it's mostly the reaction time that counts. At least in my experience.
Yes, and also the technique, especially here on race. I found that you can do a very weird technique with the clutch. I'm not too sure if it is, but not one that I think would into. So you need to hold the clutch at like 20% and full throttle it in order to get the best launch. It is very interesting, and we will see what our drivers are going to. They will be
Interesting.
And wait, I think we saw Sven Mackenberg trying standing starts here. Ah, that in time. As the warm-up has one in time. We got a race now.
Yes.
What do you expect, man?
A clean race and well, some good battles.
Yeah, I would expect the same. Shameful numbers that have dropped for the last few rounds of the championship. And that is kind of a lesson that we're also learning. That don't make this championship longer. Next championship will probably be more than 8 races this week. And it will not be on a bi-weekly base, but on a weekly base. So that will be much better. That should be much better for our drivers. And so, Matrix, are you ready for races? Our drivers we have 70 more seconds to go on the grid, and there they are. They are now grading. Let's see the onboard for Sven Mackenberg. Let's see.
Oh, this is gonna be
Nice
interesting.
red. And green. Off we go. Oh, look at Katoshvili. Look at Katoshvili with the start. Oh, there's contact between Katoshvili and Mackenberg. As Ricardo Rebello is able to put it into P1. He's going side by side with Sven Mackenberg. Sven Mackenberg defends very well into this first sector. Oh, there is contact between Rebello and Marvin Mackenberg. As they're now...
They are banging wheels.
Is also watch out because Rebello is still aggressive to Marvin Mackenberg. There is contact. Rebello is able to get his switchback on Sven
He's
Mackenberg.
actually gone in front.
Yes, Ricardo Rebello has been able to put the French car in front on the French track. He now has to go side by side with Sven Mackenberg, which apparently has quite a lot more power. There is 850. They're heading towards the end of sector 1. Very tricky corner to get right. Rebello is going to have the inside. Sven Mackenberg is going to be around the outside. Rebello, oh, there is contact again. And almost contact again as the Mackenberg brothers are fighting. These two are fighting, and Jiri Katoshvili is like, can I get P3?
Thank you for the places.
And he's getting a P3. Oh, there is contact between Katoshvili and Sven Mackenberg. Under braking, and Marvin is able to use that advantage to get P3 back. However, I mean, right behind, Sven Mackenberg has a train of cars that are really angry and hungry for position. I would hate to be Sven right now.
Yeah, I would too, to be honest.
Yeah, and we're now seeing the beginning of lap 2. Positions seem to be a little more axed, if you will. With Marvin still chasing younger brother Sven. And also, wait a second, Sam Morris and Zula Kihara are fighting as Zula apparently has been able to overtake Sam around the outside of turn 1. Great move from the Malaysian driver as Marvin McMurray is in on the stand as Sven is also closing in Ricardo Rebello. Now they're heading on to the longest straight on the circuit. You see Ricardo Rebello going defensive. Sven McMurray taking the slipstream. He will have to go around your side unless he will do a feint and try and get the switchback or Rebello. Rebello goes defensive. Now onto the braking zone, but Rebello is able to be well there. Sven McMurray does not find a space, at least not yet. Might be able to do that in this sector though, as I mean, this sector is the most skill-based, and we saw that Sven McMurray, when it comes to skill, he has a lot of skill. Not just to Rebello, but Sven McMurray is Sven McMurray. As look at how close he is, but I think Sven McMurray second apex of that long right-hander. And so we're now going a third lap of the race. See with this 1, 2, 3 here. And Rebello, unless he makes a really big, I think that Sven is going to have a hard time trying to overtake. What do you think, man?
If Rebello keeps that up, he might actually win.
Yeah, I mean,
even if his car doesn't have as much horsepower as, at least seemingly, as the Volvo, he still might be able to do it if he plays his cards right. His cards right.
Yeah, I mean, also his cars, because again, he has his car and Sven McMurray's car.
That
is not going to be a good exit. That is not going to be a good exit. Sven McMurray will take advantage of it. They are side by side. Sven McMurray seems to be pulling ahead a little bit. Ricardo Rebello still has the inside. Will he have the inside for the braking zone? No, Sven McMurray is able to get into P1 for the time being. Oh, not a great braking for Ricardo Rebello. Goes wide.
He's frustrated.
By Sven McMurray to beat under braking and lose one. Literally just jinx Ricardo. Yeah. I mean, that is super touring. Welcome to the greatest spectacle in sim racing. And also Marvin McMurray might try and do it in this track, but it's not going to work.
He's not far.
Yeah, he is. That is not a section where you are going to try and overtake Sven McMurray. Slow down for tackling. He really wants to put the gap between him and Ricardo Rebello. He knows that if he gives an inch, Rebello will take a mile. So, has to be careful with the cars he plays. He needs to get away from them as soon as possible. And Kratochvil also knows that he cannot let them get away. In his BMW, he is really trying his hardest. Ooh! Marvin McMurray goes to wheels onto the grass, loses a lot of time. Oh! Kratochvil is there, takes advantage of McMurray's mistake. He's on his side right now, and he should be able to finish this overtake. There it is. Here Kratochvil, there's P3. Marvin McMurray is relegated back to P4. That is not what Marvin wanted. I think he lost 2 positions from where he started from. It's not ideal, especially as there is another Opel right behind him.
Yeah, Colin Barker is behind him.
Yeah, but he's seconds behind. I'm not sure what Colin Barker is going to be able to do. But for sure, Jiri Katosh. I think that's there ready to. Also,
yeah, and Mackenberg is probably gonna see if he can get past again.
Yes, absolutely. And wait a second, who's lucky? Her and Sam Morris are fighting. These two are fighting. I did not see them up. But yeah, Sam Morris was actually pretty close to Nogaro. Also, speaking of closing the gap, look at how aggressive that Opel is. I mean, that is a sight I wouldn't want to see in my rearview mirror. A rampant Marvin McMurray. Ooh! Look at the exit!
Oh my God.
Look at the exit!
Is he getting past here?
He might be. He's going to have the inside for turn 1. Who's going to break later? The BMW has the advantage of the ABS, and look at how Kratochvil is able to send that BMW into turn 1. Marvin McMurray is not giving up. They're still side by side.
He's still inside.
Looks like Kratochvil.
Well, now he has the inside though.
Yeah,
but he's not far ahead enough.
Kratochvil is able to keep his podium position, and Marvin McMurray is probably frustrated. He lost a lot of time to Ricardo Rebello. Look at the gap. Look at that gap from Riccardo Rebello's wing. That is a big gap. Marvin Mackenberg is not going to be able to get P2 again. Okay. Those have been some 7 minutes of fire that I didn't expect this fire at the beginning. That is great. Beautiful metrics. I did not expect to have this action right here at the beginning. Marvin Mackenberg goes wide. Marvin Mackenberg really not having a good feeling.
We are cursing him again, God, no.
Oh, that is not great. Marvin Mackenberg really not having the time of his life here. As also there is later, he's closing in on fighter. Audi on Audi. Wait a second, because also Sam Morris is closing in on Sulaki. They are side by side into technical section, into double right-handers. Sulaki is going to have the better exit between the two, but Sam Morris will be able to use the Night 5 power. Ooh, there we go side by side into the final S. As they're still duking it out here in this sector, that is great. Also, there is later our resident Audi man. He's fighting it out with Timo Reiter, our second resident Audi man. This like it's going to be a great battle.
Yeah. Let's see which Audi is gonna be in front lane.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is a yellow Audi and yellow. So it's going to be actually a sight to behold. Another sight to behold. Marvin Mackenberg. He's not giving up. Marvin Mackenberg is not giving up. Look at how much he closed on Shirika. The gap has closed down to 4 tenths.
He just needs to get past.
Yes. But that is actually easier said than done here at Nogaro Polas Maniac. As now they're heading into the last sector. Much better than from Marvin Mackenberg. Shirika Toshville. Later Apex, but will be paying off for the time being. Now into the final S. Marvin Mackenberg will have to pull all of his strings, all of the tricks in his book. Look at him, he's going on his side, He has to be aggressive on this braking zone. Not direct. Why? That is not enough though. That is simply not enough. And watch out, because there is also the audio around the battle. There is later, does not try the dive here. Good defensive move from Timo Reiter, which forces there is later to actually take cautious lines and not run into the Audi ahead of him. Marvin Mackenberg, he has to do something. Because the more he stays behind Jirka Toshville, the more time he's going to lose to everyone ahead of him. And also, Colin Barker is right there, waiting for anything to happen. Patient like a shark. Oh yeah,
I mean, he will feast on the cars that crash, so...
Yeah, it's true. And
if it happens.
Looks like... Look at how close he is. Look at how close Marvin Mackenberg is. He's not letting Jirka Toshville gain an advantage anywhere. And he's trying,
that is such a close battle.
Yeah, but Jiri is just able to defend. I wouldn't say easily, because you don't defend easily from Mackenberg. But he's able to do it consistently. And without really repercussions. Let's see Marvin Mackenberg getting all the exit in the world. Oh, he's going around inside. We saw Jirka Toshville being able to defend the position.
Oh,
around the side, but defensive moves there for Jirka Toshville. Yeah, he's just defending every little inch of the track from Mackenberg, which really is to find a place to overtake soon, because he knows he has more pace. Toshville knows Mackenberg has more pace. Just a matter of finding the right place on the track to overtake. And it looks like Marvin Mackenberg hasn't been able to find that one yet. I would expect him actually that really soon, as Jirka Toshville is trying to break the exterminator bit. Marvin Mackenberg seems to be unfazed. He just wants to do his line. Jirka Toshville is the one that's going to wear down his tires. And misses the apex.
Oi.
Satoshi misses the apex. Marvin Mackenberg is able to close the gap. Was he going to be able to do? Jiri Katoshvili defense well though. Marvin Mackenberg doesn't really have a place to go. And Jiri Katoshvili is able to retain P3. Marvin Mackenberg will really have to hard in order to get that position. I think he has to do some touring car action because otherwise that is just not going to happen. What do you think, Mantis?
Yeah, that is true.
He will have to fight tooth and nail, and it looks like he's going to do that right now. Is he going to send it? Oh, maybe! Marvin Mackenberg sent it! Marvin Mackenberg got P3. As soon as I said that, Marvin Mackenberg pulls the overtake. Absolute cinema.
Still, now he's the one who has to defend.
Yeah, but I think he's going to be able to pull away. No offense to Jiri Katoshvili, but I think Marvin Mackenberg is going to pull away right here, right now. I mean, he will have to defend here on the street. That's for sure. But still, I think that Marvin Mackenberg has the potential to pull away. Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah, he's still close. He has the inside, I think. He has the inside. Oh, they're going side by side into this sector. Hold on, I might have talked too early. I apologize to Jiri Katoshvili. I didn't know your game. There is contact between the two. I'm not too sure if that is just my client or netcode. But Jiri Katoshvili is not giving up. What happened there? I have no idea what happened there. Look at that Jiri Katoshvili at his side. Jiri Katoshvili has the inside. He is not giving that P3 up without a fight. Oh, that is great racing. They're heading into the final assist and Katoshvili gets P3 back. Oh wow, that is a good fight. It's genuinely a good fight. Katoshvili again going defensive. Oh, that's a squeeze.
He's trying to push him out.
That's another contact, but Marvin Mackenberg is able to do it. Marvin Mackenberg does it. He gets P3 back. Wow. That is a great battle. That is a great touring car battle. Absolutely amazing. Oh, but Marvin Mackenberg takes a line there. That is a line. I'm not too sure what I'm trying to do here, but that's going to make him lose time to Jiri Katoshvili. Which is a reminder, that BMW has a totally not ABS.
But ABS.
Yeah. According to Super Touring rules, that was banned, but BMW was able to skirt around that. And see now if he's going to be able to use it here into the braking zone. Marvin Mackenberg defends well, they're still side by side. Jiri Katoshvili is not giving up. Looks like he's not able to finalize the overtake. But now, going to enter the middle part of this very technical sector. Now going into the double right-hander. Will Jiri Katoshvili be able to do anything to Marvin Mackenberg? Doesn't look like Jiri Katoshvili is able to do much to Marvin Mackenberg at this point. That is not ideal for our Czech driver. However, he might be able to gain some on X. I mean, he's there. 2.5 hands behind, but he has the tracking capabilities. That P3 back to from Marvin Mackenberg. And yeah, Marvin is starting to build a little bit of a gap. The gap is now 4 tenths. He might be able to pull away soon if he keeps that. He's cutting corners. And losing time there. He lost time by taking that line. And look at Katoshvili. He's not 2 tenths behind. Marvin Mackenberg lost 1/10 by taking that line that by the cut the corner. So, hello windshield wiper. Now they're approaching the braking zone. Jiri Katoshvili brakes later because of that ABS. But doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything for this shot. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, Marvin Mackenberg has gap a little bit. Now the gap is half a second. Oh, they both go off. Both touch the ground a little bit. Oh, Kratochvil goes deep. Kratochvil goes way too deep. He loses a lot of time to Murray Markenberg. And now the German on Opel is away. The gap is now 8 tenths. Yuri Kratochvil really needs to make any other mistake in order to time Murray Markenberg. But look at how much time we have left. 2 minutes and 43. 2 minutes and 40. I think they have at most 3 more laps. I think in general I have at most 3 more laps. Let me see where Markenberg is. They up 130 after. They might have. We will see when Sven Markenberg will come on the start finish line. Look at Marvin. He pulled the gap.
Yeah, he did.
That is a gap.
It's a second. It's a second.
Yes, a second. It's 1.1 seconds right now. He's putting the gap. He's building it. He is not giving that up. To be fair, Kratochvil is able to gain that braking zone after 8. He was able to gain a 10th just under braking. And yeah, that is what seems all Kratochvil is able to do. Just gain under braking there. Much else, sadly. Unless something happens to Murray Markenberg in up down, and that is going to be the last lap. Murray Markenberg, Sven Markenberg. I get confused. Sven Markenberg has crossed the start finish line. 1.2 seconds on clock remaining. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I think an easy win for Markenberg. Doesn't need to win. He could have literally not shown up for this race, and he would have still won the championship. But he did nonetheless, and he's dominating. So huge props to Sven Markenberg for actually being able to really tell everyone, you gotta beat me. It's not that you saw me in the past championship. I finished second in the TCR class. I'm going to win. And he's winning. He's absolutely winning. Holy moly.
Absolutely.
That is a great show of force to Sven Markenberg. And also, when it comes to the champion, Ricardo Rebello is going to be able to gain more useful points on Marvin Markenberg with the result. So Marvin really needs to get a great results in order to get that P from Ricardo Rebello, because otherwise happen. Yeah, anyways, I think we are going Sven Markenberg, which is about to cross the start-finish line, winning this race 1 with the Volvo 850. Congratulations to Sven Markenberg for that P1. Ricardo Rebello with a good race finishes it in P2. Marvin Markenberg now closing in P3, pulling a 2.5 second gap to Yuri Kratochvil, really showing what he's capable of. Yuri Kratochvil also with a great race, finishing in P5 on Embarker. P6 goes to Gary Slater, which has been able to dispatch Timo Reiter and get a P6, very nice, for the first race of the season. Now Timo Reiter, wait a second, Zula Chiara might be able to get this at the end. Oh, not quite.
Sadly not.
Sadly not, but I mean,
it was a good run still.
It was there. And Sam Morris, last place, 20 seconds behind Zula Chiara. What happened?
Maybe something happened in the start. Maybe, who knows?
I mean, no, because he was fighting with Akihara earlier. That doesn't seem. And that is going to end of the race.
Maybe
just wants to finish it. Sven Markenberg setting the fastest lap time with a. So, well, that was it for race 1. What do you think, man?
It was very interesting with all the battles, in my opinion.
Yes. I mean, I kind of wish we had more than one battle lasting whole race, but still, one is better than zero, I would say. And
Especially when it's that action packed.
yeah, and that is also the beauty of Super Touring. You have battles everywhere happening anytime on the track. That is just great. Yeah, hopefully we will. That sounds like it. I love using battles. I think I saw. Oh yeah.
What happened?
I saw an issue title. It said round 7, actually round 8. 8 round of the championship. So yeah.
Lol.
We fixed that. So yeah. Now our drivers still have 1 more minute to finish setting their car up, probably texting each other in chat. That is the only time you can use it. Just as a reminder, you cannot use the text chat during the race. That is the big no-no.
Because it distracts a lot.
And also, I mean, if you are typing, that means you are not focusing on the road, and if you are not focusing on the road, you might crash into fellow drivers. That is not good.
As I said, distracting.
Yes. Both for others and you.
Yep, exactly. So don't do it, alright? Don't do it.
Yes, not text and drive chat. Just drive.
It's very unhealthy for you.
Especially
Don't
if you do
do
that IRL. But even in a sim, let's say you text and drive, you crash, you have a direct drive wheel. Goodbye, wrist.
Yeah, definitely. That is gone. In the moment you crash.
You don't have a direct drive wheel, but maybe the person you crash into does. So yeah, buy that person wrist.
Yep. And you'll have to pay the bill. Not just kidding. Or maybe not.
I mean,
maybe they'll know where you live. Who knows? Okay, that was a bit. Sorry.
Ah, don't worry. Okay. Anyways, we are now going for race 2. I would expect Riccardo Rebello to try and seal the race in turn 1 because he has great starts. He can actually win the race in turn 1 lap 1. I'm not even can do that. If he's able to capitalize on his great starts. But let's not forget about Katoshvili. He can do that as well. He has the advantage of rear wheel 5. However, let's see now. Our lights are red, and now we're green, off we go. Ooh, not a great start from Sven Mackenberg. That was not a great start from Sven at all. Look at Riccardo Rebello, he's getting P1. Look at Jiri Katoshvili, he's trying to get that P2. Look at Katoshvili around your side. Hold up, they're going side by side here. Katoshvili.
Sven Mackenberg lost a lot of places with that.
Jiri Katoshvili with the great start, and Riccardo Rebello couldn't have asked.
And now that's Marvin Mackenberg just snatching that third place from
Sven.
Sven.
Is
oh my
really
god.
not having a good time. Timo Reiter. Oh, look at Sulak. He put the Honda in P6. Great job, Zul. Totally not biased commentary because you're my teammate. And also look at these two ahead. Riccardo Rebello trying to bring this slipstream. Katoshvili following suit. Marvin Mackenberg not following suit, and Sven Mackenberg actually coming close. They're not coming close. That is very close.
Oi.
This is a good lap 1. I'm 1000% sure. Jiri Katoshvili, if he can, wants to get that P1 ASAP because he knows Riccardo Rebello has way more pace than him. You don't want to let him get away with it, but he goes too deep. Oh, Jiri Katoshvili goes too deep.
Oi.
Lost time to Rebello. That is not ideal. And look at that, he goes too deep again. He misses the apex 2 times in a row. And that is the Mackenberg right behind it. That is a repeat of race 1. I mean, that is not going to be a fun time, especially because Marvin Mackenberg goes on the assault. Jiri Katoshvili tries and defend. There is contact. There is door-to-door There's a lot of door banging and Katofil is able to retain the position. I mean, that is great to encourage him, ask me. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, now look, Ricardo Rebel is like, I'll take it, let me pull away, and that's 1 second already. That is 1 second away from Katofil.
He's like saying, I'm gonna pull away, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes, absolutely, as Timo Reiter is now fighting with Nakihara. The Audi versus the Honda, and looks like the Honda is pulling away, despite his lips here, hold on. Larry Mackenberg also coming very close to Rikatoshvili, underbraking Sven Mackenberg also being like, let me pass, I want to get the position back, I want to dominate. But Timo Reiter and Nakihara hold up, they're fighting. Timo Reiter, I think he gets the position. No, he doesn't get the position. Oh, that was Gary Slater going on to the gravel. Oh, the fight is on right here as well. Nakihara is getting that P6 and he is absolutely getting it. He's not giving that one up. Also, right ahead here, Marvin Mack. He wants that position back. He wants the P2 back. But
100%.
I mean,
He also doesn't want. He also doesn't want only second place.
yeah,
He wants the first place again.
yeah. I mean,
He's hungry for first place, I tell you.
championship-wise, he has to get it. Because Ricardo Rebello... Ooh! Ricardo Rebello is points ahead. In P2 in the championship, and he needs those points. But Sven Mackenberg able to stretch them. Yeah, with those points, and wait a second, Nakihara made a mistake. Press contact, Nakihara to earlier power. As Timo Reiter is getting the position. Hold on, this battle might be heating up. Nakihara looks like that Honda has more power here on this straight. He's able to overpower Reiter's Audi. Nakihara on the brakes, has the inside line. He's going to be able to take the position, and he gets it. Reiter will have to rebuild everything from scratch, or maybe not, because he's still side by side with Zul. Oh, there is some contact there, but he keeps it. But I mean, Gary Slater is right behind them and might try and attack soon. And look at that here, they're going side by side here in this double right-hander. And look at that Audi, how it flies. There is some flash into Nakihara. Hold on, there is some beef on the track. Timo Reiter not happy with Nakihara. And they're now going to finish, I think that is lap 3. Also, Sven Mackenberg really chasing down Joshua. And yeah, he really... And we did soon, because I think up that Ricardo Rebello speed, that is now 2.2 seconds. That is a big gap. Yeah. If that in-line 5 is going to be able to do something here on the straight. There's no more with Sven Mackenberg. He's closing in.
Oh yeah. He is closing in. Is he gonna get past though? Is it gonna be enough?
Doesn't look like it. Julien Katashvili is able to defend and keeps that P2. Tries the switchback.
Oh,
Like there is. Oh, there is contact.
oh, wow, that was a close one.
Also, there is a fight right here again for P6. Nakihara has temporarily lost the position on the rider.
He's now in the Audi sandwich.
Yeah, there is also Gary Slater very close in for this battle. But Nakihara isn't able to regain that piece yet. He is very close to the only 110 behind. Is he going to send it? No. No send.
I'm gonna be back in a second.
Oh yeah, don't worry. You're going to lose the action though. Now watch. Nakihara is half a second behind Timo Reiter. Hold up. Also, speaking of hold up, look at Sven Mackenberg. Very close, but doesn't seem to be close enough to actually finalize the move. And look at Sven Mackenberg. He's also closing in. Hold up. These guys are cooking. Speaking of cooking, Nakihara is also cooking. Gap went down from half a second to 2/10. I don't know where, but he was able to do that. Nakihara was able to find 3/10 somewhere. He pulled them out of a top hat, and there they are. So Zul is also very close to Timo. And wow, absolute wowzers. Watch out because Markenberg is there. Chasing down Shirikatoshvili going defensive. That was not a reactionary move. Sven Markenberg tries around the outside. Is he going to be able to do it? I don't think so. Shirikatoshvili loses it on throttle though. Shirikatoshvili loses it a little bit on throttle. Sven Markenberg will have this side for this corner. But Shirikatoshvili is able to use the BMW's advantage in BOP to be able to defend around the outside. But Shirikatoshvili has to yield. Shirikatoshvili has to yield and Sven Markenberg is able to get P2 back. Those are great fights. Those are absolutely great fights. I love every single second of this. Watch out because Zula Chiara is also chasing Timo Reiter down. It's a great battle. Oh, there is contact. There's contact. Luckily, it could have been worse. But there is contact nonetheless. These drivers are really giving us some great regression. And I'm all here for it. Wow, this is amazing. Right, let's see what's going to come. I think I know what's going to come up soon. Marvin Markenberg and Shirikatoshvili. His first sector, not much is going to happen, but Markenberg might make it happen. But in race 1, very difficult. Also, speaking of going to be very difficult, Darius later was able to pull very close to Nogaro, which is trying to Timo Reiter, but we saw it earlier. Timo Reiter. Oh! Darius later went off! Darius later went off and lost a bunch of time. That is not great, but Zula Chiara is still going to take this slipstream of Timo Reiter ahead. Also, Shirikatoshvili being almost a second already to Sven Markenberg and Marvin Markenberg right behind him, chasing him down in the Opel. That is going to be a sight that I wouldn't want to see in my rearview mirror. And look at that! Oh, there is contact again! There is contact! Oh my god, there is so much contact happening here. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And yeah, Katoshvili will have to defend like a lion. And watch out because Marvin Markenberg got a better exit. We'll have the inside for turn 1. Will Marvin Markenberg be able to finalize or will Shirikatoshvili be able to defend around the outside? He tries to, but doesn't seem like Shirikatoshvili has to yield that P3 to Marvin Markenberg. And has to settle for P4 for the time being. That is not ideal. Watch out, Katoshvili spins! That's the spin for Katoshvili. Oh, the rear wheel drive is coming to bite him in the rear. As Colin Barker on the other Opel is able to snatch P4 away from the Czech driver. Well, we have a new battle, ladies and gentlemen. Shirikatoshvili versus Colin Barker. That is going to be great to see. Can follow track. Watch out because Katoshvili bends it immediately on Colin Barker, which doesn't defend. Yeah. Good overtake for the Czech driver. But I think that P3 gone. Yeah. That podium, I think, is now set in stone. Unless something were to happen. Yeah, nonetheless, thank you, jury, for giving us a great battle here on track. And Takihara, like he's out of time either. That is going to be, I think, the Malaysian driver having to settle for P7. Speaking of settling, Colin Barker, I think he's settling on the house. I think the Czech driver has a bit of oomph. Yeah. I feel like race 2 is going to be a bit quieter. And Barker really not being able to keep that gap from increasing. Intense. And yeah. Now increasing, now the gap is 7.1 and 7.3. Once we're coming under the gap keeps on. Oh wait, I think that was cutoff wide. Yeah, that was cutoff wide. My bad. Wait a second. Timo Ryder must have made a mistake. Look at where Zulakihara is. Look at where Zulakihara is. Now the gap has been closing down. Zulakihara is closing in on Timo Ryder. Ooh, Timo Ryder goes on the gravel. Zulakihara can capitalize on it. Is he going to send it? Almost. Almost. Zulakihara has been able to reopen a battle that I thought was over for P6. That is great. That is absolutely great. And he might be able to pull stuff here. He takes Reuter's slipstream. Look at the gap. He's now less than 1/10. Zulakihara has to take the sideline going into turn 1. Is he going to be able to do the good switcher? No! Timo Ryder parks it on the apex. Zulakihara can do nothing. However, nothing he can do for the rest of this sector. That which is called not losing time. Because as we saw, the Honda Accord is able to go much faster than the Audi on the straights. And look at the line, look at the line. Zulakihara gets a better. No, actually doesn't get a better exit. But he's going to be able to get a better speed here on the straight. Look at that Honda pulling. Look at that Honda pulling. He's going on his side. He has to brake soon. Timo Ryder brakes a little bit later than him though. And Zulakihara is able to regain P6. Wow! That is great. That was a great move from Zulakihara, but goes wide. Zulakihara goes wide. No! Timo Ryder gets the P6 right back. Oh wow. Okay, I did not expect that. Zulakihara has to do everything. I want to say for scratch. Oh, Zulakihara losing a lot of time there. Zulakihara losing a lot of time there. And yeah, the gap has now increased to 8 tenths, but Zul has a better line to the last assist. And so he's able to gap down 8 on me. There are still 5 minutes and a half left. But if he wants to make a move, he has to do that soon. He has to do that really soon, because otherwise that window is going to close. The race doesn't last forever. And so something he has to do that right now. Also there is later going a little bit wider. A little bit on Zulakihara. But that's it. Usain Morris, watch out, yellow flags. Oh, that's a DNF. Morris sends it into the wall. Oh, hello, Andrew.
I'm back.
Yeah, Sven Makkenberg is actually closing down on Riccardo Rebello. I thought it was over. It wasn't over. Also, Riccardo Rebello just went on the gravel. One wheel. And Sven Makkenberg is like, is me? And yeah, that will be Volvo versus Renault. Riccardo Rebello will Sven Makkenberg is Sven Makkenberg. There is no other way around it. Sven Makkenberg is just quicker.
He will get past you somehow.
I mean, I know Riccardo Rebello, he's going to be able to defend really well.
That is true.
So let us see what happens right here. Actually, that gap an absolute bendy. I mean, the gap has been closed down. Gap has been closed down. Speaking of gap being closed down, Zulakihara has been able to close it down again. Zulakihara lost it.
He just missed the wall.
Yeah, but I'm so sorry. Alright, let's see now what they're going to show us, because I think the show must go on. I think they're still going to let it go on. Take it easy, guys, though. Now they're good. Oh yeah, look at that exit from Sven Makkenberg. Yeah. He's not going to send it here, but he knows If he gets into a good position, he can send it there. He can absolutely, and he will absolutely do it if the occasion arises. Let's see here. Then Markenberg gets a better run. Then Markenberg is getting a better run, but it's not close enough to actually spike Riccardo Rebello. And so, I think Sven has to settle into a waiting game, aka not.
Boy, he's getting close.
I mean, yeah, he's close. The gap is just a tenth. Just needs to sit here, not lose time to Rebello, and on the straight, you can just use it. And look at him, he's here, sitting in the slipstream. Riccardo Rebello will have to go defensive, he's going defensive. Sven Markenberg is going around the side. He will have to try and send it here. It doesn't look like it's side by side.
No, it doesn't look like. Oh no, he is!
Rebello locked up. Battle is over. Because there is now already a second of a gap between the two. Still,
and it's only 2 minutes left. Not even 2 minutes, actually.
That is fine for Rebello. He mathematically couldn't get P1. And he's still ahead of his rival in the championship, that being Marvin Markenberg. So if he finishes in this position, he's going to get the P2 in the championship. Also, speaking of getting position, Gary Slater will want to get the position of the rider because look at the gap. The gap is not protecting. They both go wide on the gravel. It is actually funny. Still, Gary Slater has been one that lost the amount of time there. But looks like that is not quite enough. That is not quite enough to be able to take the position rider. And but wait, look at those lines. Look at how much Gary Slater is gaining here.
Yeah.
He's gaining. Now let's see.
Is it gonna be enough though?
Oh, he missed his DMX.
44 seconds left.
Yeah, but also Nimo Rider missed the Apex. So these two are probably going to be the last battle of the race. It's going to be absolutely great. Let's see. Look at them. Gary Slater might have the advantage if he gets a good exit. Oh, he gets a good exit. He's getting a good exit. Look at him. He's going to close the gap down. Just needs to take the slipstream. Rider is trying to break the toe. Not really able to do that. Gary Slater is sitting in his slipstream. He's going to be able to send it. Goes around your side. Is he going to be able to finish the move? I think that was a tiny amount of lockup, but he's still there. Still there. Ah, no.
Nope.
Not quite enough. Also, I'm going to go on the winner of the race, Sven Markenberg. Absolute congratulations to him. He needed this championship. And that is Sven Markenberg closing it. Riccardo Rebello in P2, Marvin Markenberg closing that in P3. Eric Atoshville on P4. Getting close there. Also, speaking of getting close, Gary Slater is very close. They're going to have. I mean, there is only one shit on left. Timo Reiter will. They're willing to bottle it, but like he's going to bottle it, and that is going to be his final positions being settled. That was great. That was absolutely great. Sven Markenberg wins the race and the championship, followed by Riccardo Rebello and Marvin Markenberg, both in the race and in the championship. And will be interesting to see the points with Toshville and Parker, because they were pretty close on point. I don't remember. Surely though they will be ahead of me in points at the end of the championship. Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. That was great. That was absolutely great, and yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. That was an absolute fantastic race. What was fun and race to ignore the icon, make the waiting screen for today. Yeah, that was fun. What do you think, Mantrix?
It was an action-packed race with a lot of nice battles.
Yeah. in Bluesky. That is just exactly what you want in a sim race.
Yep.
Yeah. For they and for this championship, also thank you all for thank you for all the drivers for actually racing with us. That was a great. I wish I could have ended it with a bit more travel, but it was still a good chunk of drivers. They were really, really good, and yeah, any closing?
I'm gonna look forward to the next season, and hopefully it's gonna be, well, a lot, like, even more action-packed. But we will have to see.
Next season will be Continental Circus format that track you probably are very familiar with. They're going to go with on a circuit for every continent. So one for Europe, one for the Middle East, one for Asia, one for Africa, one for North America, and one for South America. In the meantime, there will be 2 one-off races. I'm up. I forgot the need to rename them from image.png.
Oof.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing. Those one-off races are going to be absolutely great. Okay, so are you ready for the big reveal? For the first of those one-off races? Are you ready?
Yes.
Let it be. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. Any drum roll? Oh, wait, I need to resize it. This? Those are some cute little beans. Can you guess which one it is? Yeah, that was a drum roll, I guess. Can you guess which track this one is? Hendrix?
Tell me.
Let me first hear the guess. It's a track you raced, but not the layout. The track you are good at.
Is it NERPS?
Yes, that is going to be NSU TTS around the Nürburgring sprint layout. With this was chicane. Last one. We want more overtaking zone. And so that is going to be the one. Second one. Ready for it? There we go.
Oh, yeah.
You like this one, don't you, Mantric?
Yes.
That is good. In 2002. And which track?
Seems like the Norris ring.
Bingo! That is the Norris ring. Second of our one-off race. Going to be DTM 2002 around the Norris ring. And you know, that is because I think that peak DTM 2002 ring for me happened at the Norris ring that season. If you don't know about that race, go look it up on YouTube because that is absolutely great. Yeah, that has been the end of the championship. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you